Well, this is a familiar sight, so a whole bunch of centipedes, 2 infernopedes, the rest are heavy charge blastopedes, and with that, welcome back to the Hives versus Zombie Apocalypse. And yeah, that's how we're going to start this episode off. 2 of our cannons that had any chance of taking out the centipedes are already down. And then they are just going to spray this area out. What we will need to do, pretty much off the start, is go here and put everyone into area 2. And we have got super lucky. We got one more hive who is exceptional. Actually, mentally good. Which is about time. So, 14.5 in mining, not even mad. 7 in plants, not mad. Then, what's that? 12.87 in crafting, yes please. Construction, 10.5. Shooting of 7. Yeah. Not even mad in the slightest. A very good hive to be starting with. But has a standard loadout, so EMP, modular rifle, and then also a excellent torch sword. So we're good with that. Now something that we do need to do is we've got to check the zones. Okay, and that's not allowed in zone 2. Cool. The centipedes now, yeah, they're just going to come down and shred this area, push us back into this section, and hope that we can figure something out to actually take the mechanoids out. Because as we've seen, our best defense was zombies, and now we don't have zombies. So double-edged sword on that point. We can't take them out in the open. We don't really have enough guns to do any damage. And it also looks like our autocannons might have got one shot off against them. Yeah. Not looking good for us. Just run out there. But I would say that we have survived worse. And so long as we're sealed in the base, they aren't really going to come for us. As for the plan of what this episode is, other than survive centipedes, we're going to start putting the rooms in. Now I'm thinking if we go 3x3, so they're going to be fairly small rooms, but in that we're going to be able to fit a bed. They will be the ergonomic beds. Then we're going to put a sleeper accelerator and a neurocharger in each of the rooms. So what we'll do is we'll take those, reinstall them, then all the hives will have a bedroom, so therefore they'll be happier. They won't get disturbed sleep, and also once we put the advanced or ergonomic beds in, they're going to sleep better. Then plus sleep accelerator. Oh yeah. They are going to be very well rested and very productive hives that we're going to have kicking about. And also got a really good suggestion. So it was, we got the Kenshi hives, but then there's also another mod for another group of hives. So could do, say, hives versus hives, which I think would be quite interesting. And if I haven't replied back to your comments, pretty simply, I do intend to, it's just I am moving house at the moment, so when this actually gets uploaded, I do not know. So, if it seems a little bit delayed or I'm not doing what you're asking me to do, it's because I'm not actually here. I think that makes sense, yeah. Moving house isn't the easiest of things to do, but as far as this goes, I think that we're doing alright. Just realising, we actually got those hydroponics in just in the nick of time. So we've had a long night now, and that has been going on since the 1st of August 5504, and it is now the 11th of September, or whatever it is. Yeah, that's been going for a little while, and they've also got a drought as well, which isn't helping at all. And the nice things about centipedes having such a long range is, despite them destroying all of our outer defences, they've now got bored and pretty much run out of ammo. So we got a decent little siege going. Definitely more dangerous than most normal things. That's still got 7 rounds. That's got 4. That's got 4. Okay, cool. So the only ones that, well, I say the only ones. We're all centipedes are super, super dangerous. But those 3 have the chance to like basically one-shot us. These guys, yeah, they can still one-shot us. 800 rounds on that. 800, 800. I don't... Yeah, it's not the same when there aren't zombies. We don't have like a massive safety net, which is a slight issue. But we did say the other episode about extending the wall across here. Now, if we had done that, then the zombies wouldn't have been able to shoot... The zombies? The mechanoids wouldn't have been able to shoot us. So once we deal with that, that is something that we will have to do. We can use incendiary shells to try and soften them up a little bit. But as we saw, they do sweet all in the way of damage, which isn't really going to help. And I doubt we're going to have like the same mechanic that happened last time. So the centipedes were coming into our base to try and pick up ammo to put into the turret. There isn't a turret, so the centipedes aren't going to do that either. So eventually we are going to have to go and fight them. We do have a royal tribute collector down here. Wait a second. We want the queen to have a title anyway, so we got 800 odd gold. Cool. We're going to send the queen out. The reason we want the queen to have a title is so that she can sit on this massive throne. And that's pretty much it. Only reason I want the queen to have a title. Not for the psychic powers or any of that. I just want her to be able to sit on the throne. Okay, cool. I'm not even sure what the exchange rate is, so let's try. If we go for 50, I think that might give us a title. No, doesn't look it. Okay, maybe we need. Let's give him 100. Okay, freeholder title, cool. Which means that now, hopefully, yeah, the queen has her throne. Quite expensive, but details. We will live, and then also we've got to put some floors in. So we'll tile that bit. Then we'll use. Do we have marble? Yes, sweet. We'll marble that bit. I think all of this will be actual steel tiles, so it's done proper. We'll get rid of that. We don't want that anymore. So where's the old deconstruct? And hopefully we can fit a couple more in. If we need to make one larger one, that is not an issue. So 4 by 4. Yeah. Sweet, yeah, no, that does work. Amazing, almost like this was planned out at some point. And it's also pointed out that we can do these. So effect duration is 9 days. So we'll put work drive on. Okay, that seems to have changed. Okay, we can only put that onto one person. So maybe we need the specialist. So Oya. Production command. Cool. Sweet. So the queen's one we can only put onto one person, which is fine. Oya's can affect multiple people. And how long does that last? Effect duration 1 day. Cool. That's fair enough. Dabu, we don't need to worry about you. You got all of your stuff going. That's fine. Can we put that? It wouldn't be worth putting on her. Beep's quite useful. Put it on Beep. Beep, stay still, buddy. Okay, health. Work drive for 9 days. Global work speed plus 50%. Oosh. I'll tell you what, that ain't bad. Okay, cool. That is a good point out. And under Oya's production command, that is plus 40% construction speed and then 20% labour speed. So if Beep is around Oya, he gets the plus 50% global work speed, then plus 40% construction speed, then plus an extra 20% global work speed on top. Yeah, we might actually just get Oya to follow Beep Brown for a while, and then Beep is just going to be able to build things like super quickly. And talking about building things quickly, if we chuck in some more lights, people will move faster. This could be super useful for us. So a direct attack from the zombies, so that means a whole bunch of zombies coming in. And basically the whole base is sealed. So zombies come running in. Zombies are also super quick. We are not out on the map, so the zombies are going to start aggroing, and the mechanoids are just happy to shoot just about anything that they see. But it looks like we've got a saboteur coming in. Yeah. Cool. No, they're attacking animals. Animals will come back as zombies, if I'm not mistaken. That was just an update that we put in. Wait, that thing just survived that autocannon round. You gonna shoot it again? See what happens? Oh no, it's straight up dead. Cool. No, it just stood still. Right. Cool, mechanoids don't seem bothered by them. So the whole bit about, oh, the mechanoids will shoot them, that hasn't happened. Shame. That would have been real useful. A little redesign is going to be needed on the bedrooms, because it turns out the neuro superchargers, so say if we went to reinstall it, are free long. So unless we put them in front of the door, but then that doesn't really make sense. Now the other way that we could do it is we take the neuro superchargers. I think that the still extractor is probably run its use. I don't think it's going to be super useful from now on. So we deconstruct this, and then we make like another chamber similar to these ones, but just full of the neuro superchargers. So we might actually come across here, rearrange this. Probably doesn't need that in that room there. Then have neuro supercharger banks in this section, because we know they're going to end up going there. because there's where the rec room is and there's where the food is. So they're not going to be going out of their way. And I think that would work quite well. And then how many are we going to be able to fit down the side? So if they're one thick, let's go tools. So 9. So we could fit 18 in. So door in the bottom, across, space in the middle for them to go on, and then across again. So it'll be something like that. This all moves, and then we have basically a rat run that they can go through to get to the neuro superchargers. And yeah, that keeps everything that we need, like the important stuff, super centralized here. And then the further out we go, the more like specialist works will kick in, so like the mining, the farming, medical, but we'll keep everyone like centralized. Yeah, I like that. I think that might actually work better. This looks absolutely brutal. So we're going to get attacked by some ferals. Is it just one group? It looks like it's just going to be one group. Okay, cool. So there's 4 bullet baits, 71 grinders, 24 maniacs, 9 scorchers, 2 damned ones, 12 feral strikers or shriekers, 25 gutchers, and 16 razor tooths. Okay, but we could get a Cataphract legendary helmet and 300 plasteel, that's not bad. Plasteel combat cleaver, uranium guardless katana, 279 plasteel. Okay, I think we do it for the legendary Cataphract helmet. Siegebreaker armor, good. I mean, I know we can't... Well, we said we're not going to be, like, producing our own. But I don't think the Hives would be above if someone had it and them taking it. Yeah, we're going to do it for some Siegebreaker armor. I'm not even mad about that. And we can make it look gold as well, so the Queen will be in, like, golden armor. And that'll kind of go with the helmet. Yeah, sweet. Now, what we do... they're going to come this way and just try to smash through those defences. Or if they come that way, like we're like super dead, beyond dead. We don't have a chance if they come that way. But because we are sealed in our base and they can't actually get to us, it does mean they're going to try and fight the mechanoids first. Mechanoids will be able to take most of them, I would imagine, unless they just get absolutely spanked by the ferals. And this could be the end. But then I say that with every attack. And yet we stand. So let's wait until these ferals come in, see who the winner is, and kind of just hope it's not a load of mechanoid centipedes coming down at us. As the old phrase goes, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Now, we are quite far into this series, and I don't want to get wiped out just yet. I'm having quite a lot of fun with this one. So, we are going to put in 5 more double autocannons down here. And these ones, because we learnt the hard way the other time, is they're going to have heavy reinforced walls in between them. This means that if a ye old Infernopede shoots one of its thermobaric rounds and goes straight into the chamber, it can't take both of them out. If it lands here, it can take 2 out, I guess, but chances of that are pretty slim. So I figured at the moment this is about the best that we're going to get, so let's go with it, and hopefully this pays off for us. And maybe we get the plasteel together or not, because plasteel is still a massive issue for us. Once we get a proper reliable stream of plasteel, we are going to be so good. This might be a bit of a wildcard though. No, it won't. What am I talking about? It was like strategic mech hive golf kilo Zulu Foxtrot bingo bongo whatever it is. Came in and I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's going to be a nice big raid. It's pretty small, so therefore it's going to be centipedes and all that fun stuff. Now it's just a bunch of ciphers and a couple knights. I think we're all in cover pretty much, yep. And where they're locked out of the map, that means they're going to go and attack the other centipedes. Because the new mechanoids don't like the old mechanoids, so they're going to fight. Now, life expectancy of charging into a group of centipedes is very, very small. Best bet they can hope for is getting close and they shoot each other, and that is literally going to be the best that they get. Yeah, not even much of a fight. Now, 1 centipede down isn't bad for us. They still have the knights. I'm not expecting miracles from the knights, but they might do something. And to be fair, it just looks like the knights are trying to fight what's left of our mini turrets. Take that off there. Let's go over here. Still got 120 hit points, so possibly do something in Inquisitor. That might be able to do something against the centipedes. Most likely not. and a Lancer. Not too fussed about that. Best bet, that gets in close, explodes, hits the thermobaric rounds explode, take out the other centipedes. But no, that didn't happen. And then we also have some zombies over here. So this is also another bit of a wild card, but could actually be super useful. So an infestation's come in. Don't know the size of it, but it is landing straight on top of the turrets. And a fair chance that they're just going to tunnel through the walls, which will then put them onto the back turrets here. However, since most of this place is sealed, yeah, they might go and fight the mechanoids. Which again for us isn't actually a great thing, because we kind of need the centipedes over here to fight the ferals that we're bringing in to fight them ourselves. And yeah, this could actually be like super problematic for us, because now we've got nothing to basically stop the ferals coming in and wiping us out. And it looks like these centipedes are going to largely do each other in. Yet again, we still want all the centipedes taken out, but we have to find something that can actually take out those ferals afterwards. A decent section did get cleared off by the thermobaric round, which is good. But yeah, I see this going pretty one-sided. We can deal with the insects real easy. We've got guns that can take them down, and we have enough firepower. So taking these down is going to be fine. Just yet again, what happens with the ferals is going to be the next question. Yeah, all of a sudden, I can't say I particularly like our odds now. So 3 centipedes survived all of it. But that's not going to be enough to take out the 100 things that are coming at us, and these hives aren't going to start reproducing for a little while. If they were reproducing a bit more, then it'd all be game. But all of these turrets are now dry. They're all out of ammo. Which means we just really got to hope that these ones get like switched on pretty soon. So we're still waiting on 80 plastil on them. Which isn't a crazy amount. But their power ship also held. Which means that the centipedes are going to stay over here. How are we looking on ammo on these guys now? They've got 100. What about you? 600, and you got 500. We've been in worse situations. And just run out of that, I am so happy to see this mechanoid cluster. Yep, I all of a sudden like our chances a lot more. And is that that's a high shield. It doesn't look like they got a low one, but for turret wise, 5 auto charge turrets, 2 inferno cannons, 5 mini slugger turrets, and then also the mech assembler. So that's going to be a pikeman, and then they also got the mech capsules. It doesn't look like they got any mechs on the ground. Cool, so that mixed with 3 centipedes. Looks like 2 of them are out of ammo. Yeah, that's a little bit more favourable. The centipedes did come over and start spreading up all of the bugs, but we're going to leave the hives there for the moment, because the hives are going to start respawning. And with that, I am kind of hoping that they'll act like a little buffer zone for us. And then we also had some drifters come in wanting like some supplies, and yeah, they got in a fight with the spiders. Spiders went and mashed them up, and then they decided to run down here by the turret, then the turret shot them. So yeah, bad time for them, that is for sure. But for us, that is more of a buffer zone, so we're cool with that. But yeah, being trapped in the base, we're not producing a massive amount, so we are just treading water, hoping to be somewhat ready for when those ferals come. With the direct attack from the zombies, if I can get out there quick enough, so say if it's on this side of the map, it is fine. So we just go in, have a little strike team, clear around the walls, secure our perimeter, and then we're fairly safe from them. But when the timing doesn't add up, they are super annoying. So taking those down is right. We did have a whole bunch of like boom rats come in, but a lot of them just are not making it. And the issue with boom rats, well, when they die, they explode, and they have a habit of trying to hang around in our supply room. And the supply room is full of all manner of things that are flammable and explode. So we need to be careful on that, because we don't want them in there. So we need to set them off first chance we get. But this, like, little raid from the zombies has been cleared up alright. Got a few down here, but that is going to be it. I'm still waiting on these ferals. And the ferals have shown up. So there's meant to be 163, now it's compressed down to, what was it, like 80? Okay, they're crazy quick rapid. That's 1 time speed. Okay, well, we have something planned for this. So, Terra, you man that. Zoo, you man that. I would send a spotter out, but we would never be able to get in and then out faster than they could get on top of us. They look like they're running mainly close combat weapons, which is fine. Got a couple suits of power armor, a bunch of scrap armor, then they got the big guys. Yeah, it looks like it is pretty much all close combat kit. So if we can sit behind an abrasive and shoot them down, they've got one flamer there, which might be a slight issue. And we have the artillery rounds coming in. Ah, you Muppets. Actually, I say they're the Muppets, it's me that's Muppet. I didn't actually put it to shoot where I wanted. Which is just here, shoot that big guy, land the shells on them, they're then going to aggro out. Hopefully fight the centipedes, then from the centipedes they'll get onto ye old mechanoid cluster. But with the speed that these guys are going to have, they're going to be super crazy fast. So compressed radar, what are we looking at? Okay, not much in the way of blunt. Heat plus 66, not much in the way of sharp. Melee dodge chance 266%, plus movement is 1.33. Immune to traps, blood filtration, consciousness 133, manipulation 133, moving in sight. So actually, if we went on to this, and what is their movement speed? 10.33, which is more than our guys with advanced bionic legs, which is a slight issue. And come on. Wait, what? I swear that was going to hit. Well, we'll keep an eye and see if this Prometheum can go and land and catch a bunch of them on fire. This will make this a lot easier if they're softened up. And we got the money shot. Cool. So that's a whole bunch of them on fire. They got fire above them. And that guy pretty much just healed up. Was on fire and then came back. Cool, another one landed. Yeah, so long as we can soften them up a bit, I think that we're going to be good. And then, like I said, they just go and fight the mechanoids. This could be good. We actually might need to go start dropping some shells on these guys because they got proximity triggers. And if we can lure them into attacking us, that might work. Or is this going to work? Nope, that must just be on ship parts. Annoying. I think we got these guys pretty contained for the moment. Once one of them dies, they will trigger and start the attack. But until then, yeah, fires away. And looks like that cheeky chappy lost his head somewhere. Yeah, not bad at all. Alright, and the assault is beginning. So, are they coming straight for us? Or are they going to fight them some mechanoids? Okay, taking out the hives. We are sealed across here, so we should be pretty good. So they'll go for something else that's on the map. Yeah, after the mechanoids. Sweet. I don't think the mechanoids are going to have that much of a chance against these guys because they are just going to be able to get in super crazy quick and just start tearing them apart. Which means we'll need to think of someone as a defensive setup. What we might do is pull out onto this side of the map here. That'll draw a bunch of them around so we can fight them in smaller groups. And hopefully that's enough to make them flee. And possibly they go up after this stuff, but that stuff isn't aggro just yet. Right. I think that's what we do. No point waiting around for it. You guys move in here. We can fight them piecemeal. And then we just get back into the base when everything goes wrong. Okay, so first line ambush. Let's see if this plays off, because those guys they can close that distance so quick. But they don't really have anything big against us at the moment. Yeah, I'm looking at rods here. Anyone shooting this guy? He's invisible. That's not sporting. Okay, let's go back into the base then. No point to start there taking unnecessary damage. But still not doing super well against those centipedes. They cannot get through their armor for the life of them. So they've been here for a while. They do have the guy with the flamer that is doing a little bit of work. But that's about it. But then at the same time he's just catching his own gas on fire. And that was a legendary flamethrower. Not bad. So what we are planning on doing... Okay, no, that's just a pod coming in. We are moving the 155 to here. With the 155, let's get beep on this. And then we are just going to try and land a shell somewhere in here. Okay, that's on hold fire. Let's take that off hold fire. And then ideally we can get something in the middle. If it goes up, so if it overshoots, we should hit something. If it shoots left, shoots right, shoots low. Hoping that we get something in. We did try shelling it with the incendiary shells, but yet again, Those incendio shells did not trigger this off. We kind of need this triggered. Well, actually, to be fair, I think the ferals are pretty much done. But there is a chance some of the ferals will run over, cause a bunch of damage. And that means less work for us. Right, so seeing as the artillery shells aren't working, let's just go area 4, which we've created across here, which will be in the proximity activators. And then we're just ending our boom ramps over. So hopefully those guys go in there. We go onto animals, they're in zone 4, zone 4 is marked. And let's make sure zone 4 isn't anywhere else that it shouldn't be. Right, mechanoids have shown up. And there is a lot of them. Definitely more than I was expecting. Cool, that's easy. Nothing too big. A lot of pikemen, bunch of ciphers, some lancers. Cool, yeah, that works for us. It turns out we didn't even need to send the boom rats over. Or did we send the boom rats over? Hard to tell. No, it looks like we didn't. Okay, we'll put them back in home. But with that, that's the ferals wiped out. So that just leaves one power ship. And a mechanoid cluster with a side suppressor, which I'm not too fussed about. These guys are going to run out of ammo super soon because they're just spraying like crazy and hitting each other up. Cool. I will say that that went pretty good for us. What did we learn? We need high explosive shells, that's for sure, so we can trigger these. And now we've got some pikemen that are interested in starting a fight, it looks like. And once again, the mechanoids managed to do our job for us, so they just wiped out another power ship. Does mean we're probably not going to get too much from it, so it looks like we're going to lose the component. That doesn't matter. Architect fragments aren't going to burn, that shouldn't burn, and then that shouldn't burn ideally. And we'll lose the advanced component there, but to be fair, we can kick them out, so that is not an issue. And then over here we just got the little guys just trying to smash in the walls once again. Well, actually that thing pokes its head around the corner. That is going to go straight onto some 5.56s. Come on, move one over. No, it looks like it's going to be annoying. Yeah, if it moves just one across, then that's going to get blasted apart. Right, I think this is the best chance we're going to get to take all of these out. And yeah, that went pretty well. Nice, I'm not even mad. That was such a quick little setup. Right, Manu, you can go in here. Take this last one out. Easy peasy. Happy days. So this is less than ideal. Purgle shot 94% against 58% immunity. It does have combined antibiotics, so maybe they make a difference. But I do not have high expectations. Did not even see that one coming. That is that's less than ideal. I'll throw that one out there right away. We are going around and trying to heal everybody else up, because it's not as bad as what's happening on Zoo. But still, that sucks so bad. So still a little bit hit and miss at the moment, but Purgle Shot is now down to 93%. That's because of the combined antibiotics. So that is super good for us. And immunity up to 64. But it does mean we're going to have to keep a super close eye on this. Oh no, down to 90%. Cool. Otherwise, we're going to lose Zoo and Medical Emergency. Who's that on? That's still on Zoo. So yeah, just be micromanaging people to try and get everyone in the right places to try to obviously stop this Purgle Shot. Because otherwise we are in some serious trouble because, well, Zoo's kind of important. Not the most dangerous situation we've been in, but that is a whole load of polar bears. What is it, like 63 of them? 65! Amazing. Unfortunately, they're not going over to attack the mechanoids because that'll clear that section out super quickly and easily. But details, a whole bunch of polar bears outside of the base. Once zombies come, then obviously there'll be a lot less polar bears, but details, we do have them to contend with at some point. Did manage to get the extra mechanoid power cell in, which is giving us enough power, so we now have a grid excess of 1,280 watts. Nearly everyone uses their age reversals, so that is good for us. There's nothing too much to worry about. Managed to rearrange this. Super impractical design, I will put out there. But now we also have our own room for the neurochargers. And then above here, we've been able to start putting in 2 extra rooms. What I'm thinking is we take this wall here, we drop this wall back, and then continue across that way. And then probably have to take these embrasures out. And that'll mean we can get another 2 rooms into there. which will take us up to 12 rooms, which means we only need one extra room, and then that is one room for each of the 13 colonists, which will be pretty sweet. Managed to kick out a bunch more Bionics, and Zoo didn't die, which is awesome. That would have sucked if he died. As a little thank you, I guess we give him 2 bionic legs. Is that what you do when someone survives the virus? Just be like, you survived the virus. Be like, yeah, I did. Be like, now we're going to chop your legs off and put metal ones on. Just be like, cheers, guys. That's what I've always wanted. But that being said, they are transhumanists, so probably more likely than not that is true. A couple of polar bears are down. But yeah, I think we just wait them up for a little bit and then go and fight them a little bit later on. No point fighting them right now, because if we try to come out of here and fight them, we are completely bottlenecked, and the only front 2 are the ones that would actually be able to fire, and then also the turrets, depending on where we engage, will probably start trying to shoot over us, and yeah, that's going to be more hassle than what it's worth. But with that, I think that's a good place to wrap up the episode. So thank you very much for watching the Hives vs Zombies. I've been Gonzi. All your likes, comments, sub support have been amazing. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.